Hello, everybody. Welcome to our Facebook Live Q&A. We're going to give it a minute here to get some people on the call. We'll get started here in a little bit with the nitty-gritty details for Zion 2019 Ultra. Those of you that are signed up already, they're excited to have you guys come run with us. Anybody that's on the fence, trying to decide if this is your race for 2019, I would strongly recommend come join us. We've got some exciting changes that we've made to the course that I think are going to improve the overall experience for everybody participating. And I'm going to go over those here in a little bit when we get some more people on the call. But for right now, we're just going to get started with some Facebook giveaways here. We've got a bunch of vintage shirts that we're going to give away. So if you would like to win a vintage shirt, just type in the comments, "I want a shirt," and we'll pick some winners on Monday. And then we'll reach out to you directly to get your shirt sizes and shipping info and all that stuff. But while we're waiting, first person that says, "Hello, Lyle," I'm going to give a shirt to. Is anybody on here? Make sure I've got this up and going here. Ryan is watching. Welcome, Ryan. Glad to have you join us. I've been talking for a little bit, but I don't know if anybody else has been on here listening to me. I'll just repeat myself here a little bit. We're going to get started with some vintage shirt giveaways while we're waiting for people to jump on the call. If you would like to win a shirt, just type in "I want a shirt" in the comments, and we'll pick winners on Monday when we'll contact you to get your shirt size and shipping info and all that stuff. But between now and then, first person that says "Hi, Lyle" is going to get a shirt. Anna's on here. Hello, Anna. Glad to have you join us. All right. Well, let's go ahead and dive into the details here. I'm going to get into the details for our Zion Ultra race. We've made some really exciting changes, like I said a little bit ago, and I'm going to go over all those changes to the course here in a little bit. We really are excited about these changes, and I think that you guys are going to like them too. It's going to really emphasize the prettier parts of the course that you're going to be able to enjoy during daylight hours, and hopefully you'll enjoy the changes that we've made there. Okay, I'm going to start with, so the race is going to be April 12th and 13th in Virgin, Utah. For those of you that have not ran this race before, we're going to be the start and finish and expo location is going to be the Virgin Town Park. The expo is going to be April 11th from 4 to 8 p.m. and then also on the 12th from 2 to 8 p.m. again at the Virgin City Park. We'll get driving directions out soon. As far as weather that time of year, you can expect temperature swing somewhere between 43 to 74 degrees. So it's comfortable, and I think you'll be really happy with it. The parking is going to be there around the town of Virgin, on city streets, and in a few other fields that we have designated for parking. So we'll again, that information will be in a lot greater detail in our race guide that'll go out shortly before the race, with all of the details and stuff like that. For those of you that are on here and want to kind of see what I'm talking about, well, as I explain the course changes, I'm going to put a copy of the course map right here in the comments. Doing that right now. You can follow along with the route that we're going to be running. So let's go ahead and dive into that. So we're going to be, like I said before, we're going to be starting at the Virgin Town Park, just like we did last year, and we'll be finishing there as well. For the 100-miler, we'll start with the 100-miler distance, kind of go over a lot of the details on the course and the route, and then we'll go to the 100K, and then we'll do the 50K, and then the half marathon. So we're going to be starting at the park, like I said, and then we're going to be running down Main Street, and then we're going to be heading east on Main Street, heading north on North Street, and then we're going to be running parallel to SR9 for about a mile and a half, and then we'll turn onto Camino del Rio Road, which is going to take us up toward Gooseberry Mesa. So for the 100-miler, this year we're going to be going straight up on Gooseberry Mesa to start off. We're not going to be going up Flying Monkey or on Smith Mesa like we've done in the past. We're going to go straight up on Gooseberry. So you're going to head straight up Goosebump Aid, where you'll hit Goosebump Aid. You'll hit that about mile 5.2, and then you will continue on from there, running along some double track to the Grafton Mesa Aid Station. You'll come to that about mile 11.4, and then you'll continue from there on to a new section is on Wire Mesa. Now, Gooseberry, Grafton Mesa, and Wire Mesa are all on that south side of the valley, and they're all going to have amazing views overlooking Zion National Park. And so this is kind of why we wanted to showcase all of these mesas first, and let you get to enjoy the scenery during the daylight hours instead of being stuck up on those mesas in the dark. So you're going to get some great views of Zion throughout the day, running all three of these mesas. But first, you're going to start with Wire Mesa, and like I said, this is a new section that we've added this year. You're going to run Wire Mesa in a counterclockwise direction, and then you'll come back to the Wire Mesa Aid Station, and then go back to Grafton Mesa Aid Station, and then you'll do the Grafton Mesa loop in a counterclockwise motion as well, and then come back to the Grafton Mesa Aid Station, and then run back along the double track to Goosebump Aid. And this will be your second time coming to this aid station, and you will do a loop on Gooseberry Mesa. We'll have an aid station about mile, it'll be about mile 42 for the 100-milers when you get to at that point, and then come back to Goosebump for the third time. So by the third time you get here, you'll be at mile 45.7. And then you'll drop down off of the mesa and head over toward Virgin Desert. Now, in the past, when we've come to Virgin Desert, we've done 3 loops. We've done a red loop, a white loop, and a blue loop. This year, we've done away with the 3 loops and just made one larger loop. And so you're going to hit Virgin Desert Aid Station. You're going to come into that aid station at mile 53.8. You're going to do our big loop, and then we've set up another aid station just right along the Virgin Dam overlook along the Hurricane Rim Trail, and you're going to come to that about mile 62.5. And then from there, you're going to continue back over towards Sheep Bridge Road and follow that out towards SR9. When you come to SR9, there's a culvert that goes underneath the road that we've run through in the past. We're going to go underneath that culvert and head up on Smith Mesa. And we're gonna go. This is kind of a steep paved road that we're going to climb onto for part of that till we get up on top of the mesa, and then we're going to do our loop around the mesa in a clockwise motion, and then once we complete that loop, then we're going to drop down off of Flying Monkey. Hey Patrick, nice of you to join us. You're going to jump down off of Flying Monkey and head towards the Virgin BMX track. You'll hit the Virgin BMX track around mile 79.9, and then after that, there's going to be a short little river crossing on your way over towards Dalton Wash. You'll have a little bit of a uphill climb getting up and over the hill between the BMX track and Dalton Wash, but once you get over that, you'll be on some double track as you head up towards Guacamole. You'll come to the Guacamole aid station, and then you'll head out for a little loop on the Guacamole trail. It's a little lollipop loop that you'll be doing. You'll hit that Guacamole aid station, the first pass at mile 85.7. You go out and do the little loop on Guacamole, which again, by this time, the sun should be back up for most of you guys, so you'll get to enjoy the scenery up on Guacamole, which is another prominent trail that we run on. A lot of slick rock up there, and up on Gooseberry Mesa that you can expect to run on, but the views are stunning and amazing, so you're gonna love it. Then you'll head back to the Guacamole aid station. You'll hit that at mile 92.5, drop back down the hill, and then you get to the bottom of Dalton Wash Road. You're going to climb back over that hill, cross the river again, and head back over towards the Virgin BMX track. At this point, you'll hit that Virgin BMX track at mile 98.3, and then you'll make your way over through the you'll be heading west, and then you'll drop down right off of 150 west and cross SR9 and finish at the town park. And that's the 100-miler. You guys really are in for a treat. Again, we've kind of focused more of our efforts trying to keep you guys over on Gooseberry, Grafton, and Wire Mesa early on, so that you can enjoy all that scenery and those trails up there, because they really are some of the more amazing parts of this course. Okay, and then I'm gonna jump into the 100K here real quick. And if you guys have any questions, feel free to post them in the comments, and myself or one of our other members of our team will jump on there and try to answer those while I'm doing this video here. For the 100K, you guys are literally going to be doing the exact same thing as the 100-miler. You're going to come straight up on Gooseberry, hit Goosebump Aid, and then go straight over towards Grafton Aid, and then over to Wire Mesa. You're going to do the Wire Mesa loop counterclockwise, come back to Grafton Aid, do the Grafton loop counterclockwise, and then you'll come back to Goosebump Aid and do the Gooseberry Mesa counterclockwise. And then you'll drop down from there towards the Virgin Desert Aid Station. Instead of doing the larger loop that the 100-miler does, you're just going to go in a straight direct path to the Virgin Dam overlook aid station, and then from there you'll continue on toward SR9. And instead of going through the culvert like the 100 milers do, you're just going to run on a 4-wheeler trail that goes parallel to SR9, and make your way back towards the Virgin City Park, and finish there at the town park. Again, an amazing system of trails that you get to run for both those distances, and you'll get to do it all in the daylight, which will make it kind of nice. Okay, next I'm going to jump into the 50K. The 50K is going to start the same way that the 100 miler and the 100K does, except for you're going to be coming straight up Gooseberry, and then you're going to do the Gooseberry Mesa loop. You're not going to continue on towards Grafton or Wire Mesa. You'll do the Gooseberry loop, come back to Goosebump Aid, and then you'll drop down the same way the 100K and the 100 milers did towards Virgin Desert Aid Station. But from Virgin Desert Aid Station, you're going to take a more direct path towards SR9 instead of going towards the Virgin Dam Aid Station. So you'll have a more direct path back towards SR9, and just like the 100K, when you get to SR9, you're going to follow the 4-wheeler double track trail parallel to SR9 to the finish line. So you'll hit the Goosebump Aid Station. You'll hit the Goosebump Aid Station the first pass at mile 5.2, and on the second pass at 16.5. And I didn't specify this for the 100K, but your mileage, since you're doing the exact same as the 100 miler for those first 3 aid stations, it's going to be exact same. So you'll hit that Goosebump Aid at mile 5.2, 34.4, and 45.7. It really changes once you hit the Virgin Desert Aid Station for those other distances. But then you'll hit so for the 50K, you'll finish at the town park, same way that the 100K does. Now for the half marathon, you are going to be running. You'll be running along SR9 and making the same turn off of Camino del Rio that the other distances do, but instead of going up on Gooseberry Mesa, you're going to be heading straight out towards the Virgin Desert Aid Station, which you'll hit the Virgin Desert Aid Station. You'll actually have another aid station before that. So you'll have your first aid station is going to be at mile 3.7, and then your second aid station is going to be at the Virgin Desert Aid Station, and that's going to be mile 8.8. And then from there, you're going to be basically following the same direct path back towards SR9 that the 50K did, and then you'll be running along that double track 4-wheeler trail that runs parallel to the road all the way towards the Virgin Town Park, and finishing there with all of them. The aid stations are going to be fully stocked like we've had in the past, but I'm going to go over some of the cutoff times with you here real quick, and also the Grim Reaper times and minimum pace times, and then we'll go over which aid stations are going to have drop bags and crew access here real quick. So for the 100 miler, you're going to have 4 cutoff times. They're going to be hard Grim Reaper times, and you won't be able to continue past those times. So I just want to go over those here real quick. So Goosebump Aid number 2. So your second pass at Goosebump is our first Grim Reaper time, and that's going to be 5:30 p.m. Now that's at mile 34.4 when you come to that, and That's going to be basically a 20-minute mile pace that you're going to have to keep to that point to make that that cutoff time. But Anna's going to have all the cutoff times in detail and the minimum pace times. Just so for your information, she'll have that stuff posted on our website for you to take a look at. But 5:30 p.m. at Goosebump 2. So your second time hitting Goosebump aid station, if you come in 1 minute past 5:30, you're not going to be allowed to do the Gooseberry Mesa loop. We're going to have to pull you off the course at that point. And then the second Grim Reaper time is going to be Virgin Desert. So it's going to be your first time hitting Virgin Desert, and it's midnight. Midnight's the cutoff time. So you have 5:30 p.m. at Goosebump 2, so the second time hitting Goosebump, and then you have until midnight to make it to Virgin Desert. If you don't make it to Virgin Desert before midnight, you're not going to be allowed to continue past that point. And then your next Grim Reaper time for the 100-miler is going to be 9:05 a.m. at the Virgin BMX track. Your first pass at the Virgin BMX track, you've got to hit it by 9:05 a.m. And this is mile 79.9. So 9:05 a.m. And then your last Grim Reaper time is your second pass at Guacamole. So after you go out and do your loop on Guacamole and come back to the aid station, you have to be back to that aid station by 1:25 p.m. To be able to continue to the finish. And that's mile 92.5. And I really hope nobody makes me be a bad guy at that point and tell them that the race can't continue. But we just have to make sure for everybody's safety that that they're moving forward and coherent enough to continue on to the end. So drop bags we're going to have at Goosebump. You'll have drop bag access there. You'll have drop bags at Grafton aid station, and you will not have drop bags at Wire Mesa. So up on those three mesas, you just Goosebump and Grafton Mesa. Those two will have drop bags. And there will be crew access at Grafton Aid, but not at Goosebump and not at Wire Mesa. So no crew access at Wire Mesa or Goosebump, just Grafton Mesa. So if you have crew that wants to come and support you, those aid stations they can come to. Okay, and then Virgin Desert will have both crew access and drop bags at that aid station, and then Virgin Dam aid station will have drop bag access, but no crew access to that one. And then Smith Mesa will have drop bags and no crew access. And then the Virgin BMX track, yes to both. So you can have crew access and drop bags at that one. And then Guacamole will have drop bags, but no crew access to that one. Okay. And again, if you guys have any questions, feel free to post them in the comments below, and we'll make sure and try and answer them for you. Okay, and then for the 100K, you just have one Grim Reaper time on the 100K, and that's going to be the same as the 100-miler, and that's 5:30 p.m. at Goosebump Aid 2. So mile 34.4, Goosebump Aid 2, 100K, you have to make it there by 5:30 p.m. Same with the 100-miler. And then we have no Grim Reaper times or for the 50K or the half marathon. Just suggested minimum pace times that you'll want to try and keep. But since we'll be out there supporting the 100-milers and the 100Ks, there's no point in pulling any of the shorter distances off the course. But if we do see anybody who seems to be a danger to themselves or anybody else, then we will make a judgment call on that. But there's no Grim Reaper times on that. Let's see. What else? Like I said earlier, we're giving away some free vintage shirts. So if anybody would like to win a vintage shirt, we'll pick some winners on Monday. All you got to do if you want one is post in the comments, "I want a shirt," and we'll reach out to you Monday to get your shirt sizes and shipping info. And then we're also going to do some giveaways for 2 free race entries. But in order to be eligible to win one of the free race entries, you need to go to vacationraces.com /email. I'm going to put it in the comments here so you can, in fact, I'm just this whole thing in here so you guys can see this in the comments. And if you would like to win a free race entry, go to vacationraces.com /email and subscribe to our giveaways list to be eligible. And then we'll pick someone random on Friday and reach out with instructions to collect your prize. 1 free Zion Ultra entry winner and 1 free Ultras entry that you can use at any of our events. So those are the 2 events that we're going to be giving away free entries to. So if you have, if you would like to win a shirt, type "I want a shirt." If you would like to receive a free race entry, which I'm sure everybody would love a free race entry, go to our website and subscribe to our giveaways list, and we'll pick a couple winners at random there to get you guys hooked up. And I think that's about it for the Zion Ultra rundown there. Does anybody have any questions? If you have any questions, please post them in the comments. I'll stay on here for a few minutes, try to answer any questions that you guys might have. As you can see, I'm bundled up today. I'm a little cold, although I think it's warming up nicely outside now, so I could probably take my jacket and my beanie off. But I was out in Vermont last week, and a lady told me that I looked like Yukon Cornelius from Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. So I'm trying to figure out a good Yukon Cornelius Halloween costume. So if you guys got some good recommendations on where I can get myself some yellow earmuffs and a red beanie, that would complete my my costume at this point. I also need a good ice axe. I need or not ice axe, but a nice ice pick, and a good like old-fashioned leather like hiking backpack. You know, a good leather one that would complete that as well. But anyways, I'm not seeing any questions on here. Maybe everybody's just eating lunch, which sounds like something I should go do. But Katie, welcome. Nice of you to join us. Looks like Adam joined us a little while ago. We had Patrick and Anna and Ryan on there. So welcome everybody. Again, if anybody has any questions, I'll hang on here for a few minutes longer before I jump off. But you can post your questions offline as well, and we'll try to answer them in a timely manner. And I appreciate all you guys taking the time to log into our Facebook Live video today. This is going to be a great race. I'm really excited about the changes that we've made, and I think you guys are going to be excited about them too. Again, if you guys have any questions between now and the event, feel free to reach out to me at any time. My email is Lyle, Lyle, at vacationraces.com, and I'm happy to answer any questions that you guys might have to help you get prepared for this race. This is actually my first and only 100-miler that I myself have ever ran. and I loved every minute of it. So you guys are in for a treat. Not only the scenery, but the trail conditions are awesome. You'll love every minute of it, and I can relate with you because I have done it. So, anyways, we'll talk to you guys later. Thanks for joining us again, and have a great day.